I work over at the IOTS clinic and the OPS for lift. It's warm. When it's raining, you don't get wet, and they have food once in a while. And yeah, it's just a good service that, you know, is well needed around here. They have rules up at the lift building where my girlfriend lives, and I'm only allowed to stay there 3 times a week. They've let me stay a little bit longer than that, probably because I work for Lyft, but once in a while, and then I got somewhere to go to, which is a shelter, which is nice to fall back on. It's been hard. We signed a lease for a year, and the landlord came up and sold it under our feet after 3 months. So it's ridiculous the amount of money they wanted. They wanted $1,400 for a room, and after that, I couldn't afford it. We had to move out and go on the streets. But I've fallen into Lyft, and they've been a tremendous help with, you know, getting me work and providing shelter and just kind of just being there for you, and them telling me that I'm not alone. I think there is stigma, especially in the more rural areas, and their minds are more closed to the fact that, you know, we're people too. But I think we're part of the problem too. I think we tend to think there's more stigma than there actually is. I think they're starting to figure out that we didn't really want this when we were growing up. I certainly didn't say I wanted to be a drug addict when I grew up. I wanted the house and the job and the picket fence and the family, just like, you know, most kids do. I've heard and seen so many deaths that it's not just a stroke of luck that you're not going to wake up. It's a definite possibility that you're not going to wake up when you play with these drugs that are out there on the streets right now, especially with the benzos and the fentanyl. The fentanyl is 100 times stronger than heroin. You know, if I save a life every month, then that's great, or if I save a life every year, that's great, as long as I'm doing something to contribute. I've been to treatment twice. I had a year clean both times. I think most people should read the big book, because it'll give them some perspective of what happens in a drug addict's brain or alcoholic's brain. You can't stop after that one drink, right? And I've experienced that twice. There's a little kit called the naloxone kit. I think pretty much every single citizen in this province should be trained with naloxone. That little bit, that 5 minutes of training and carrying that little kit on you could save a life and turn your life around. It's a deadly epidemic. We're losing a lot of people to this illicit drug supply that's going around right now, and I just think that that would be a big part of helping to save a few lives every year. Maybe a bit of advertising, a little bit of education to educate the public, and have some money in these programs, I think would help a lot. Maybe this will help some people turn their thinking around.